let's bring on Chrys Tan. Welcome.
Hey guys. All right. Well, thanks, Johnny. All right, quick show of hands. How many of you guys here use Facebook? Just raise your hand. Oh, so look. How many of you guys, raise your hand again if you use Facebook Messenger to talk to your friends, your family, your businesses, whatever. It's a huge bunch of you guys. So today I'm going to talk to you about one of the most hottest and latest but most relevant marketing channel, and it's going to be so different from the other talks that you guys just heard for this entire morning. So it's going to be quite relevant for entrepreneurs. If you guys are entrepreneurs, small business owners, e-commerce, drop shipping. I know there are a lot of drop shipping guys here. If you guys are in marketing, then you definitely want to pay attention to this session. Right? How do I do this? Here? Got it. All right, so just a quick introduction to who I am. My name is Chrys Tan. I'm originally from Singapore. Right now I live in Mexico City. Been there for the past couple of years now to learn Spanish. Pretty good by now, I think. I'm the founder of Chrys Media. We are a messenger marketing agency and mostly work with high-ticket service providers like business coaches, life coaches, course creators, so on and so forth. I'm also the host of the Hack Your Online Business podcast. If you guys want to go tune in, it's on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Basically, I interview successful online entrepreneurs every single Monday. It's been going on for a year now. I've interviewed a lot of top, successful entrepreneurs. If you want to hear about their stories and strategies, go check it out. And I'm also the creator of Women Digital Nomads. I'm not sure if any one of you have heard of it. It's been around since 2016. It was a fun passion project where I wanted to learn how to code. It's been up there. It's like the lonely planet for digital nomads where you find free city guides, basically. All right. So just give you guys a little background. I've been a digital nomad for the past 2019? I've been a digital nomad for the past 3-4 years now. And before that, I actually used to work for a decade long in advertising. I was working in a top ad agency back home in Singapore. I was trying to find a picture of myself, celebrating a client's win or something, or pitching, but no one ever takes picture of you when you're in office until you do something wrong, and this is the only picture I can find of me back, in 2015 when I was still in the ad agency. I look like I'm slipping, but I'm actually not. My colleague took a picture of me. I was just really tired. For any one of you who've ever worked in ad agencies, I would go to work at 8-something a.m. I'll leave the office at 9-10 p.m. So I was really, really tired. I used to work on brands like Unilever and Procter & Gamble. And so I was really super tired. And the photo next to it, that's me 3 years ago in Medellin. I finally left my ad agency. My mom thought I was crazy. And I was, building my social media marketing empire back then. I was working as a freelancer, and that was all I knew. 10 years in ad agency marketing, that's all I knew when I left. So I started my own social media marketing agency like every other digital nomad out there right now. But enough about that. So the reason why I wanted to show you guys that history and where I've been is because I've been in the marketing space for a really, really long time. Ignore this young face. I'm in my 30s right now. It's just I'm Asian. There's nothing I can do about it. But I've been in this industry for a long, long time, and I've seen the changes that has been happening, across the different marketing channels and social media marketing, and the hottest, latest thing like Snapchat that's no longer around. I've seen it all. But one thing that's really changing, and just by asking you guys, is just the way that we communicate with each other, the way we communicate with our friends, our family, and businesses. And so, in the past, when I wanted to, complain, and I am being from Singapore, I'm very good at complaining. When I wanted to complain to companies, I would, email them. I'll be like, hey, this dashboard isn't working. What's going on? Now, I would, tweet at them. If they don't reply, I'll send them an email again. I'll send them a Facebook message. I'll send them until they actually reply me. And if they don't, I'll post it, on Facebook where everyone can see it, right? And so just the way that, we're communicating and consuming content is just changing. And if you are running a business of some sort, if you're a marketer of some sort, then you definitely want to be paying attention to what your audience is doing right now online and how they're consuming and communicating with each other. And so today I want to talk about, messenger marketing, but particularly Facebook Messenger marketing. There's so many other apps out there. There's Instagram, there's Skype, there's Kik, there's WeChat if you're from China. There's so many apps out there. But I want to talk about Facebook Messenger marketing because this is the messaging app that pretty much all of you guys use. And so really as a business, as a marketer, when you use this marketing channel to talk to your customers, you are actually being able to engage with them one-on-one at scale using automation. And so I was talking to a couple of business owners yesterday, and they were saying, yeah, I really hate spending so much time replying inbox messages on Facebook or whatever on Instagram and all that stuff, right? I just it takes up a lot of my time. I'm a solopreneur, I'm a freelancer, whatever. And here's the thing: when you use a platform like Facebook Messenger marketing to automate all these things, you don't have to do it one-on-one. But yet, at the same time, you can still send out this experience, this personalized experience that you cannot with email marketing, for example. And so in our industry, we actually term this conversational marketing. You are conversing with your audience, you're marketing to them using conversation. But more importantly, let's look at the stats. For those of you who love data and stats, I know some of you guys love numbers and all that, and you won't believe me until you see the numbers. Well, I just want to show you a quick number, right? So just caveat, I love email marketing. I studied a lot on email marketing, when I first left my job, and the first thing that, everyone tells you to do when you start your own business, build your list, right? You build your list, you gotta build your list. And so I spent a lot of time learning email marketing and A/B testing and subject titles optimization and all that stuff. But, when email marketing first came out, in 2010, you would get 100% open rate. Everyone read your email. There was no such thing as a spam folder. Every single person was so excited to receive every single email. But today in 2019, that's no longer the case, right? I am not excited to receive any emails these days. I have multiple email, inboxes, and I've got multiple emails unread at the moment. And so across just the average, whether you're in e-commerce, you're in dropshipping, you're in apparel, you're in insurance, you are running a hospitality business, across all these industries, we're seeing 20 to 30% open rate. So what does that mean? That means that as you're trying to build your list using YouTube, using LinkedIn, as Gillian talked about it, as you're building that list, only 2 or 3 out of every 10 people on your list are actually reading your email that you spend so much time trying to write a damn email, right? And then let's not even talk about Facebook, the organic post. So for those of you who actually, don't even, where have you been? But if you've got a Facebook business page and you've been posting and you've been posting and you've been posting and you're like, no one ever reads my post, well, here's the news for you. There's a reason why. It's just because Facebook does. Facebook is a business, right? They want you to pay. So if you're not paying to advertise your post, no one's ever gonna see it. So we're getting 0 to 1%, and it's never gonna get better. It's always gonna be like this. Now let's look at messenger marketing, particularly Facebook Messenger marketing. We're seeing on average right now a 70 to 100% engagement rate. So out of every 10 people you have on your list, as you engage them, as you send them messages, 7 to 10 out of 10, will actually open it, read it, click on the button, reply it, see what you got to say. And there's a huge reason for it. It's new, like what Johnny said. All the new, bright, shiny things, people love it because they haven't been bombarded and destroyed yet by marketers like me. So everybody loves it, right? So when you get in early, as you're listening to this right now and you're considering if you should, jump in right now or not, the answer is yes. Right? You don't want to wait till 2 years later when I talk about something else and you're like, shit, Chrys said this, 70 to 100%. In 2, 3 years down the road, I might say 50%. You missed out on 20% of them. So a little bit more numbers for you guys. Just by the show of hands, I've already seen, pretty much almost all of you guys have Facebook. If not all of you guys have Facebook. If not all of you guys are using Facebook Messenger right now. So if you guys didn't already know, there's 1.3 plus million monthly active users using Facebook every single day, right? And I was talking to someone yesterday and she said, but I don't use Facebook for my business. I'm focused on, I can't remember if she said LinkedIn or Instagram or something like that, word of mouth maybe. And that's not the point. As a marketer, as an entrepreneur, I don't care whether or not you use that marketing channel, right? I don't use Twitter, for example, but if all of my audience are on Twitter, using Twitter, you damn well be sure that I'll be on Twitter using it, right? So as a marketer, as an entrepreneur, You gotta be where your audience are. And if they're using this messaging app every single day, they've got it on their phone installed, they've got notifications set on, and like it's there, they read it, they engage with it, then why are you not using it, right? So how many of you guys have a full inbox right now? Like you guys got like 50, 100 emails. I see one guy there. Are you one of those people who have like multiple inboxes as well? Yeah? Right, same here. I've got like 2 emails, one to download stuff and one for like personal stuff. So this is a common thing, right? We see like inboxes, they're filled. Like email marketing works well, it works great, but at the same time, if you run a business, if you're a marketer, you're sending out emails, well, you're gonna be amongst the other entrepreneurs and marketers out there sending out emails and you're trying to, fight and compete for the subject title that gets the most number of opening clicks, right? So this is a problem right now. We're just trying to find a way to like get into those busy inboxes and like A/B test your subject title and A/B test everything. And that's the problem. It's just so crowded. This is a screenshot. I don't think you guys can see it, but this is a screenshot of a couple of campaigns I ran for one of my fun passion project of mine. And like I said, I spent a lot of time learning email marketing and all that stuff. Reading like Neil Patel's stuff, taking courses online and all that. Trying to optimize it by 5% extra. But even after doing all that stuff, I was still seeing like an open rate of like 10-ish, 20+%. And this was before I knew that the average was like 20, 30%. So I was actually pretty disappointed. I was like, what the hell? Like I'm trying to optimize and it's just like 10, 20%. What's the point of me trying to build my list if no one is even gonna open my email, much less click on it, right? So click-through rates is like 1 to 3% on emails, if you guys didn't know that. So really devastating, and that is probably a reflection of your own dashboard as well if you guys do email marketing. And here's the thing, right? Because you get an email, everybody gets an email every single day. In fact, as I'm talking right now, you're probably getting an email. So here's the takeaway. You want to be and you want to engage where your audience, they're already hanging out. You want to be where they are, right? If they're not on TikTok, like I'm not on TikTok, then you don't want to advertise to me on TikTok. You don't want to talk to me on TikTok because I'm not there. So some of you might be thinking right now, oh, that sounds awesome, but I don't get many messages coming in from Facebook, right? Like, who cares? So I'm going to give you a couple of use cases right now for Facebook Messenger marketing that goes beyond just that answering of messages inside of your inbox. The first one, and probably like everyone cares about this, is using it to generate leads. Now, like I said, one of the best things about using messenger marketing or Facebook Messenger marketing is just the fact that you've got this high engagement rate, right? Every time you do, like you send them a message or do something on chatbot, people are like, ooh, what is that? What is this new thing? Let's go try it out. Is that a quiz? Is that a contest? Oh, let's go open it and read it and click it. And so when you use it to generate lead, when I use it to deliver a free PDF, a free mini-series, a free course, or whatever it is inside the chatbot, people are like, ooh, what is this thing? I'm going to go download the PDF. Whereas, if you're delivering that free PDF, using a landing page right now, you're asking for their first name, their emails and everything. By the time it ends up in their inbox, if they even read it, it's just way more hassle, right? And of course, it's very convenient for users. If you want to send like a free PDF, you send a link, they click on the link, their Facebook Messenger opens up, they download the PDF right inside of Facebook Messenger. No app to download, no name to enter, no email to enter, so on and so forth. And of course, it's conversational. I think, being in marketing for so long, like, I've always seen like how email is just like me sending out to everybody, like thousands of people on my list, just like one general message. By using messenger marketing, I can now have this personalized conversation with them as they are downloading all that freebies I'm creating for them. And of course, at the same time, you can qualify those leads. Oh, by the way, those little things that are moving, the GIFs, they are real chatbots that I've built. It's just like to show you. So this little chatbot demo, I'm not sure you guys, it looked way clearer on my screen than on this screen. But basically, those are a couple of questions that people have to click on, answer before they get, to book a chance to talk to me, for my agency. So I use it to qualify leads. It's kind of like, one of the best things about messenger marketing is the fact that you can ask them questions, are they interested in snowboarding, or are they interested in wakeboarding? Are they interested in, outdoor sports, or are they more of like a homebody, right? And as you're asking them these questions, you are secretly tagging them in the back end, right? So now I know, as I'm asking Johnny, I know that Johnny is a guy who loves to travel. He's a guy who loves to wear mostly shorts and hardly suits. And so if I'm going to send out a message to Johnny, I'm never going to send him a message like, hey, Johnny, go check out my suit. It's 50% off. Johnny's going to be like, I don't give a shit. Like, it's not shorts. It's not t-shirt. I will never buy it. So I get really personalized with the message that I can send out to Johnny, right? And of course, for some of you guys here, you guys run, you've got businesses, you have customers from all around the world. And maybe you have people sending in messages, on Facebook like, hey, what's your opening hours? Like, hey, what's the refund policy? What's your service like? What's your pricing like? How can I book a call with you? And so on and so forth. Well, whether you're a solopreneur, you got a team or anything like that, it's impossible to give like the 24/7 instant fast response that you can give using a bot, right? And so, in an instance, for example, with Safety Wing, for example, being an insurance company, if I were to buy insurance, I want to make sure that if I were to fall sick right now, I'm not going to wait for like 24 hours before I hear back from the insurance company, because by then I would have been dead. So I want to hear back fast. And if I'm going to send them a message on Facebook and it takes them 2 hours to get back to me, I'll be like, I'm bleeding for 2 hours. Like, oh my God, like, can someone tell me what can I claim, what can I not claim? Where do I go? Like, what hospital? Like, what do I do, right? And of course, you can use a chatbot for events as well. So, for example, Johnny, you didn't do this, but if for this event, what would have been great would have been like, you could have created a chatbot, a very easy chatbot, like, saying like, okay, this is the schedule for, the agenda for the event, who's speaking, who are the speakers, here's the Wi-Fi password, what do you need to know, where's the location, and so on and so forth. Any information, any broadcast messages you can send out through Messenger. And the best part is they don't have to download an app to access all these details. Now, I know a lot of you guys here follow Johnny, so you guys probably do drop shipping or Amazon, something, right? I don't really know much about e-commerce. But what I do know is that e-commerce and messenger marketing, it goes hand in hand. So I've spoken to a lot of people who do e-commerce, and one of the biggest problems that they have is basically cart abandonment. Someone's like, I want to buy that t-shirt. They add it to cart, and then they're like, yeah, maybe not. And so they forget about it. They move on. And what a lot of people do right now is they send out an email, hey, don't forget you've got a t-shirt in that cart. Come back and buy it, right? Again, your email goes into the inbox of emails that never gets read, right? So besides sending them an email, you can also send them a message on Facebook and say, hey, don't forget you've got a t-shirt in that cart. Come back and buy it. Right? You can also send them like purchase emails, like receipts, thanking them for buying it. Can run surveys like, hey, did you enjoy the checkout process? What did you think about it? What would you like me to sell next? And so on and so forth. And of course, you can also sell inside of Facebook Messenger. That's the best part. You can actually sell things inside of Facebook Messenger. There's a way to set it up such that you can actually sell things. They can pay for it using their credit card. And it's really simple. Like, a lot of people are like, oh shit, chatbot sounds scary. It sounds like the Russian thing that, interfered with the politics and, that Russian thing, that bot thing. But it's really just like how, you would create emails right now using things like MailChimp and ConvertKit and all those other softwares out there without knowing how to actually code to send out emails. It's the same thing. You don't need to learn how to code. I do know how to code, but I don't know how to code a bot. Like, I know how to create a bot, I don't know how to code a bot, and neither do you. So there are tools out there that I'll be going deeper into details in the workshop, but there are tools out there like ManyChat, Mobile Monkey, Chatfill. These are some of the tools out there that I use for my clients. Just a very quick little video of me just walking through, the dashboard. Like, you can see, like, this is not rocket science, I'm not building a rocket over here. I'm not coding anything. It's just really beautiful icons and all that stuff. So if you come to the workshop, I'm gonna actually walk you through, how do I actually set it up. So here's the question. Should your business use Facebook Messenger marketing? Well, if you are struggling right now with your conversion rate, right? If you're struggling with a conversion rate, whether that's for your social media marketing, your email marketing, whatever, Well, here's what Neil Patel has to say. I didn't say this. When he says it, you gotta believe it. He says, personalization is the new conversion rate optimization. If you wanna convert more of your traffic from YouTube, like all these people watching your YouTube videos and subscribing to your list, if you wanna convert more of them, you gotta be more personalized. And how can you do that with messenger marketing? You send them more personalized messages. If you are a one marketing channel trick pony, if you only use LinkedIn, if you only use Instagram, or if you're only word of mouth, then you definitely want to consider this, because HubSpot has said, marketing is just not about one channel anymore. Not in 2019, not in 2020. You got to be wherever your customers are, and they are almost everywhere. So guys, I'm gonna see you at the workshop. It's on Monday. If you guys haven't already signed up, it's only $15, man. Come to the workshop. I'll walk you through a little bit more details. But before I go, how many of you guys don't know how to scan a QR code? Don't be shy. I didn't know how to scan a QR code as well. All right, so I want all of you guys to take out your phones right now. Just take out your phones. Come on. You guys gotta do this because this is so important. Take out your phones, open your camera. Just point your camera at the QR code, and it should, pop up a notification. I want you to just tap on a notification right there. All right? If you guys don't have an iPhone or a really, really old Android phone, then just type in bit.ly/Nomad Summit 19 in your mobile internet browser. Now, the reason why I want you guys to do this is because I can talk about it. I can go check out chatbots and all that stuff. But if you guys don't actually see for yourself what the hell is this chatbot that she's talking about, then you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. So, all right, guys, that's enough. Once you scan it, put it away. You can go through the bot later. Don't do it right now because I'll get really upset. But that is it. That is it. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, I'm everywhere at This is Chrys Tan. You can also find me on YouTube as well. I don't know why I didn't put it there, but if you search Chrys Media, that's the name of my business, you'll find me. And of course, if you guys want to talk to me, you can book a call with me, chrysmedia.com/strategy call. And that is it. Thank you so much. Any questions?
How do you target people? Is it people who come visit your page on Facebook and then the chatbot pops up?
Yeah.
Or is it also, can you target people who have interacted with you on other platforms, who are subscribed to your mailing list?
So there's basically two ways, organic way and the paid way, right? So let's talk about the organic way first. So there are things you can do. You can actually turn your chatbot, so to speak, turn your chatbot into a URL link, and it can go to anywhere you can put a URL. So it could be your Instagram profile, your bio, it could be in your email newsletter itself. So if you have that link, when someone clicks on it, it instantly opens up your chatbot and they can interact with it, whether that's like a quiz, a contest, an FAQ and all that. Of course, you can also run the paid version, so you run ads to it. You can run ads, for example, if you got a quiz using a chatbot, you can run a Facebook ad, targeting your target audience and then, having them click on a send to messenger ad and then go through their whole chatbot. Yeah.
Hi there. I haven't made my bot yet. There's a bunch of services out there like ChatFuel, ManyChat, ActiveChat. What's your favorite?
ManyChat, because I know the guys.
Thank you.
What's the first interaction? Because are these leads that are already created, or because I've had some chatbots send me promos or discount codes, but it's because I already like their page or I already purchased something from them.
Are you asking who can I actually send messages to?
Yeah.
Right, so you can only send messages to people who have interacted with your bot. So whether that's sending you a message on Facebook once you have the bot set up, or going through your bot and all that stuff. So there is no way that you can add the people who liked your page or followed your page. There's no way you can add them to it if they've never interacted with a bot. There's no way to import or do any funny stuff that you can with email marketing. And so that's why with this marketing channel, well, technically it should be less spammy than email marketing, but then you've always got the spammy marketers out there who are spamming people. So, yeah.